what's good, Commanders fans? This is probably like my second to last training camp positional breakdown or positional training camp battle video. We already did running backs, we did receivers, we did tight ends. I do need to do the defensive side of the ball, so there may be like two or three. Like we'll do the cornerback room. I think there is a legitimate battle with the corners. You got Carlin Vidgers, and then the linebacker group. You had Akeem Madrano through the draft. You had to trade Amos through the draft, but you moved on from a couple guys like Michael Davis and Nail Ford last year and Ben St. Juste. So you did have some addition by subtraction, but there's still a numbers game. And what's the other guy's name? Kayvon Seymour and Bobby Price are still on the roster, I believe. So those guys are going to be battling for spots. But let's just focus on the quarterback position here. So this one's pretty kind of cut and dry again. Just like the tight end position, I had four guys making it similar to last year. I think the only battle you really have is Colson Yankoff making it, but you know he's not going to bump anybody out of making it. Like the top three guys that we have at the tight end position are the top three guys that we have. Like they're not going to battle out anybody. Like they're making a roster. Like Zach Ertz, Bates, and Ben Sinnott. Those are your three shoo-ins. And then Colson Yankoff, does he make it because of special teams? Or since I do think he's pretty fast and athletic, I talked about his RAS score. Does he make it as an actual receiving threat? You know, I think he's very, very quick and athletic for, you know, his size for sure. I really do. But we'll see what happens with Colson Yankoff if he makes it. I do think he's gonna make the roster. But let's talk about the quarterbacks. Once again, I think it's cut and dry. Of course, Jaden Daniels, and they're coming out with the top 100 list. I'm excited to see where he ranks. So if you think about it, somebody said that RG3 ranked 20th. Not comparing him to RG3, but it's just something. CJ Stroud ranked 20th. So you think about quarterbacks that had great rookie seasons. RG3 had an awesome rookie season. Whatever you want to say about RG3, he had an awesome rookie year. He had a great historical rookie year. CJ Stroud had an awesome rookie year last year. Jaden Daniels just had an awesome historical rookie year. So if you look at that through history, is he going to be ranked 20th? Is he going to be higher than that? Or I don't think he's going to be anything lower than 30 or 40. Like, it would be silly if he was like in the 30s, in my opinion. But we'll see. I do think he's going to be ranked above Dak Prescott. I do think he's going to be ranked above Jalen Hurts as well. Remember, this is a player vote. And even if it was a coaches or GM vote, I still think he would be ranked higher than those two quarterbacks at this point. I get it. It's only been 1 year, but you hear the way that players already talk about Jaden Daniels. And I think they're going to pick him higher. So Ladd McConkey came in at pick 100. Intrigued to see where Terry lands. I know Bobby Wagner's going to be in there too. I'm intrigued to see if Frankie Louvu cracks the top 100. I think Laramie Tunsil should be in there too. So we'll see about that. I don't think Debo's going to be in there this year. He might, but I don't think he will after the year he had with the injuries and stuff like that, pneumonia and stuff like that. Tress Way is not going to be in there, but he should be in there. But they're never going to put a punter in there unless he's like an all-pro punter, which he is. And, yeah, I think that's about it for the guys that are going to make it in the top 100. So, yes, Jaden Daniels, Marcus Mariota, I just want to give him his flowers. He had a really good season as a backup last year for us. Not only on the field, but off the field or on the sideline or just coming from the sideline to talk to Jaden and give him words of encouragement where I think some of those words helped him finish that game against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I think Jaden still would have won the game, but it's just good to hear from a teammate and from somebody who's been there before, who made the playoffs, and Marcus Mariota. Say what you want to say about Marcus Mariota in his career. He has made the playoffs, and he won a playoff game, I believe, as well with the Titans. He was a former second pick of the draft. So I love to hear some of the things that Marcus Mariota has said. And when he comes in, we don't have to change the offense. He threw 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. And the 2 games he played in, we won. And it's not like we were blowing teams out. Like, he came in the game and was a huge reason why we won those games. The Panthers game, Jaden was going to have like 5 touchdowns anyway. Either 5 touchdown passes or just 5 total touchdowns. But we probably would have benched him anyway, like we did against the Browns because of a blowout. But we don't win that Panthers game without Marcus Mariota. We don't, because Jaden went out. And then the Dallas game, Jaden didn't have his best game, and Marcus Mariota came in and you know, did the 4th and 1 and ran for 30-something yards and led the team in rushing. And he had 131.3 quarterback rating. So he's the perfect backup for us. I mean, you look at what the Ravens have done in the past, bringing in guys like Josh Johnson, who's on the roster now, and RG3 was a backup, and Anthony Brown and Tyler Huntley, and that's basically what we're doing here, just bringing in athletic guys that fit that profile so Cliff does not have to change his offense. even Sam Hartman can get busy as a runner too. He's not a super athletic guy like Mariota and Jaden Daniels, but even he can come in and get busy. Josh Johnson, we know he's an athlete and a half at the quarterback position. We saw what he did a couple, 6-7 years ago now, when he was with the Skins and he ran for a couple first downs. So the only battle that I see here is for that third spot. Do they keep 3 quarterbacks? Now you can keep 3 quarterbacks on the 53-man roster with the new rules and whatnot. And I think I don't even know the rules, but I know you can keep 3 or something like that. Now you could just go with 2. In my opinion, I mean, you really only need 2. You only need 2. You only really need Jaden. You only need Marcus Mariota, and that's really it. And you should be fine. If you want to put Sam on the practice squad, I know they value him a lot. His relationship with Jaden does have some importance as well. Those guys, looks like they have good chemistry together, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really mean a lot, but at the same time, chemistry and camaraderie and morale is important as well. And then you got Josh Johnson, who's just been a pro, man. He's been on 13, 20 teams in the league, and he played pretty well in OTAs and minicamp. Sam Hartman did too, but Rick Snyder was raving a lot about how good Josh Johnson was in OTAs and minicamp. So, of course, Josh Johnson has been there, done that. Like I said, I would not play Jaden in any preseason games. I just would not. I don't think there's really a reason to. I would not expose him to any preseason games. So I would just I probably wouldn't even play Mariota either. I would just play Sam Hartman and I would play Josh Johnson. That's what I would do. I mean, maybe you give Mariota a couple snaps, but maybe you give Jaden 1 series in the first game. But after that, I'm not playing Jaden Daniels in the preseason. I'm just not doing it. Especially with the joint practices that we have going on. I just don't think it's really necessary to play him in the preseason. But I know people are going to disagree because a lot of people think that quarterbacks should play a lot in the preseason, or at least play a half or a first quarter or whatever, stuff like that. I just don't think it's really necessary for him to play in the preseason right now. So, yeah, that's the only battle. I mean, Josh Johnson versus Sam Hartman. Who do I think is going to win the battle? It's tough. I kind of think that Josh Johnson, he may come out winning the battle. But Sam Hartman looked good in the preseason too last year. He did look good. He looked good against the Jets. And then trying to think who else he played against. But when he did come in, he looked serviceable. It was him and I always forget the other guy's name. Jeff Driscoll is his name. Jeff Driscoll looked pretty serviceable out there too in the preseason. So, but yeah, I mean, you might go with the veteran in Josh Johnson, who did look good in minicamp, like I said, and Sam Hartman looked pretty good out there too. He was throwing touchdown passes to Deebo Samuel in one of the voluntary OTAs. So, excuse me, that's good to hear too, that he was getting some reps with some other guys and stuff like that that are going to be playing meaningful snaps and huge contributors to the roster as well. So, you guys let me know what you guys think on that. Like I said, if I had to bet money, I think Sam may go on the practice squad and they keep Josh Johnson on the roster. I don't think anybody's going to take Sam Hartman off the practice squad. Nobody did last year either. So that's what I think. And I'm looking at a video with Sam Hartman, Jaden Daniels, and Marcus Mariota at the Capitals game, having a great time at the playoff game. We're in the old school Capitals jerseys. That's what I say about chemistry and just camaraderie. That stuff, it does matter. It may not win a bunch of games, but it does matter. It does. All right. So let's transition here to the helmets, and they did not bring in a UDFA quarterback this year. They did not do that. They usually do that, or previous regimes have done that. They usually bring at least one UDFA quarterback in, and they did not do that at all this year. They brought one in for a rookie camp, minicamp, invite, but they didn't officially sign the guy. He was a quarterback, receiver, running back type guy. All right, so let's go to the helmet here. So this could be a nothing burger. Most likely is. I think it's just somebody that B-Rob had just designed a custom helmet for him, but it's pretty cool. Just taking a look at it, just analyzing it, just I guess having some fantasies about some alternate or different things that they could do. I don't think the NFL would allow this. It's probably not allowed in the NFL anyway, but it is pretty cool to look at, where it has the W and the 8 on it. I guess the jersey, if you had to imagine a jersey, I know somebody who definitely does jersey swaps and edits and stuff like that, they would probably have the jersey do something similar too, where it would have the little curve W cut off, and then the 8 in the middle, and then the bottom be the Commanders burgundy at the bottom too. So that would be pretty cool if they did allow something like that. I would love to see Jaden Daniels on a jersey like that, or Terry some of the guys, or even sell like a jersey, like an alternate, just custom made jersey. That would be pretty darn cool to see. But like I said, I know that's not allowed in the NFL most likely. But just that they're playing around with stuff like that is cool. But I do want to see them finally officially release the alternate helmet and the alternate jerseys that they're going to come out, that they're supposed to come out with per Kevin Sheehan, that they should be coming out with pretty soon. Because I just want to look at them and see them, and they should do it before training camp if they are going to do it. I do believe that they're going to do it, but they should definitely do it within the next 2 to 3 weeks, because July 22nd is training camp, and the rookies have to report as well. So the time has to be now if they're going to release the alternate jerseys. So, all right, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, I did see some comments about some stuff that you guys want to hear about. Like I said, I'll do a mailbag. I know you guys want to hear about how the Eagles were trying to drone on Deebo Samuel and whatnot. So I'll probably talk about that next, and how Deebo's going to cook them. Because you know what Deebo does to he's an Eagle killer. He's an Eagle. He put up like 3 touchdowns the last time we played him with the San Francisco 49ers. So, all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, Hell's Commanders. Peace.